as we're getting started, go ahead and start putting your tickers you want reviewed over in the chat group. This no one should be talking other than me so that we can get everyone in here that wants to do this rapid fire. And let's go ahead and get with the formalities. So we're Traders War Room. I'm Chuck. We got our legal disclaimer. You know, this isn't financial advice. This is for entertainment education. You're responsible for everything you do. We want you to have fun, use caution, and always go to war. All right, check out our Discord, the one-stop shop. The link will be in the live YouTube presentation that we push out later on this, but come check us out, man. We really got a great thing going on over there. Website's live. Check out traderswarroom.com if you want the classes and all of the features that we have, products and services. We're right there. Business hours for processing orders, 7 to 7, Monday through Saturday. We take Sunday off and federal holidays off, Central Standard Time. Check the description tab in YouTube. We got all the links to make you a successful trader. We do Traders War Room does one-on-one mentoring. Again, check the description. We got you covered. All right, here's how you get the classes. Upcoming class this Saturday, we got how to trade pattern breakouts. And then the following Saturday, how to trade consistent. We got our 7-figure mentor coming on to explain to you the secrets that made him a millionaire. So with that said, here we go. We're going to get into it. All right, we're going to start off with Ford, and then I'll go into Google. All right, Ford. All right, so we're looking at the daily. Remember, we always get the bird's eye view. We're looking at the daily first. Remember the last pattern breakout that we had? We're in the same kind of consolidation pattern over here. Now, Ford didn't overwhelm investors with their earnings call and stuff like that. But what I want you guys to understand with Ford is at this level, Ford is primed to be the number 2 in the EV sector, okay? Other than Tesla. Tesla was first, so they get the, heavy wears the crown bearer, you know what I mean, that saying? So they get first, but Ford is the next attractive deal. They're more attractive than General Motors, than Toyota, than all the other ones, okay? The investors like Ford, especially with the logistical aspect of their business and the manufacturing. So Ford's going to be all right. I'll probably bounce around here for a little bit, but I would not be surprised here in the near future we get something great from Ford hitting us and we go to the moon, okay? And it's definitely possible to go see that $25 area and probably will break past that. So Ford long for me. All right, what was the next one? It was Google, right? Now I want you guys to understand the share spread that I read was off of Google with the L, okay? Now that's the one that they talked about being the share spread. It might go on to the other ones. I'm not sure, but I'm just going off the news. Obviously, that got people excited, okay? A 20-for-1 split is freaking ridiculous. So yeah, you're going to see a little bit of downplaying, man, because it's shot up so quickly. We got gaps right here. We got a gap to cover basically from, 27.56 to this 28.48 and even up here. Okay, so we're covering this gap right now, which is fine. It's normal. Okay, people took profits up here because, I mean, look at that. That's that's a significant profit. You're at $2,700 and you hit $3,000. Okay, that's a $250 profit. People are taking that and they're taking their money and waiting for it to cool back down. So Google definitely is doing all right. That 20-for-1 split got a lot of people excited. So definitely paying attention to that. All right, ATVI. All right, Activision. Look how we're consolidating on the daily. Okay, man, I like Activision. Okay, we had that huge jump. Okay, when they got that stuff with Microsoft, you see that huge jump, but we got this huge gap too. We got to remember, gaps tend to get filled. Okay, over time. Now, Activision definitely. I think they got earnings, or they had earnings after hours, and we're starting to see this consolidation. Okay, this is the ladder down pattern, like I like to call. Okay, we're seeing a ladder down, and now we're consolidating, and we're consolidating tight between a couple dollars range. All right, so we definitely need to pay attention to Activision. That deal with Microsoft is huge. Okay, and with Activision, I don't know if they're going to end up absorbing Activision into Microsoft, or they're going to keep it as a separate company. That only time will tell on that, but at least for right now, Activision is consolidating hard, and it's definitely making a decision. It's trying to decide, hey, do I want to pop up or do I want to pop down? And definitely we got to pay attention to the volume. And when we start to see the volume start to hit the red and we start to come up, we know that we're probably going to start seeing a reversal and we're going to head down. Now, I'm interested on this. Let's see what the MACD says. So we're about to cross on the daily. So definitely we're paying attention to this. Looks like we're getting some downward pressure. So you know, we're paying attention, possibly could see the signs of coming down because we're about to cross to the downward side. So Activision, we're paying attention to a little bit. Microsoft. All right, Microsoft. Yeah, so Microsoft, you know, we got hit with that the big sell-off with Microsoft, right? And it rocked people's worlds and all that stuff, okay? But it was due, okay? Microsoft was riding high for a while, so people are going to take profits out here. Then we also have to remember the mergers and acquisition took that Activision, right? That's an $80 billion you know, project right there. That's over their overhead capital that they're spending on that Activision. So we got to understand that investors are like, man, this company's about to spend $80 billion short term. This is going to affect the company. Okay. So of course, we're going to get some downward pressure like we did and consolidate. We found the bottom. I don't think we see this bottom. We might go test it again, but I don't think we see this past here very much because this is the price. It seems like investors really like it. Look, we got the bottom here. We pop back up. Over here, we hit the same type of bottom, we pop back up. All right. So I think maybe we continue to come down just a little bit, test it. We got some pressure, volume starting to taper off a little bit, coming down a little bit more, but eventually we're going to start creeping back up, going back up to the highs, making higher highs, in my opinion. Should I sell my pins, call it opening, or wait? You know, it depends. You could see the sell-off, the cascading sell-off from people having automatic limit sells in on pins. It's up to you. I'm going to wait a little bit and see what the market does. But if it's up, you know, 2x or 3x, always secure profit, man. One of the TWR principles, okay, training, planning, managing, securing. All right, always secure profit, never a bad idea, and don't FOMO. Don't feel bad about taking profit and it shoots up 100%. Yeah, you could have made that if you would have waited, but you still made your money in the long run. Consistency pays over time. Snap. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, Snap, boy, 50% after hours. Snap was a killer. Now you're not going to see it on the day chart of it doing what it did. So we got to go into a 5-minute chart here. And why is my extended period not on here? All right, I don't have the extended hours on here. Snap pushed back up to like $34. Okay, so when we're looking at Snap, that was a huge jump, and it went like 50%. So our call that we have out, if you're on that play, you know, we had a $32 call. We're definitely in the money on that one, and that's one of those that I'm expecting some downward pressure. I'm expecting some people to have automatic sells on, and we're probably going to see a cascading effect from stop losses, trailing stop losses, so on and so forth. But definitely I want to pay attention to that, and I like Snap moving forward. We have gaps. If we look at going back further we have gaps. We have this gap over here, remember? And so gaps will need to be filled. And now we're sitting here, you know, about at 30, we're right about here, you know, pre-market, $34, $35. That's how much we came up. We can still fill these gaps, and Snap just rocked it with advertising. All the new kids are using it. Snap is, you know, the way forward from what they said. You know, Facebook's old news. You got Snap, which kind of new news, and we're still waiting on the TikTok going public and stuff like that. So Snap definitely we're paying attention to at the morning bell. Lucid. All right, Lucid, what are we doing on Lucid? Lucid looks like we got some downward pressure on Lucid, okay? Lucid's one of those crazy stocks, right? It doesn't like this area down here, okay? A lot of people are invested in Lucid. They think Lucid is a Tesla competitor, which it can be, right? But we're at the level where a lot of people like to spend money and buying. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see some buying pressure coming in on Lucid. Let's see what it looked like on the 5-minute, okay? 5-minute, yeah. So we're at the downward pressure. You know, we're starting to creep down here. I don't like that one as much as I like the other one moving forward. So let's go ahead and come back here, and we're looking at the day, and the day tells us really what we need to expect from Lucid. Once we start to see this curl here a little bit, and then let's look at some RSI real fast. All right, we're down here in the 30s on the daily. So this is buy zone, okay, for Lucid specifically. Let's also look at yeah, RSI, MAC. What we need to do is we need to see a curl. We need to see a curl. And once we start to see that cross, that would be the buy zone for Lucid, okay? If you're long shares on Lucid, you want Lucid cheap, this is the area to start accumulating your shares because Lucid will be a great company in the future for sure. We already did Ford. We already did ATV. Deal is under review. Yeah, of course it's under review, man. It got to be under review, seeing if there was anything, you know, non-legal about it and stuff like that. So that's going to pay attention, obviously bring some negative pressure as well. Ford, we already did that. You have Snap puts from yesterday. Listen, I'm not going to diss the guy who said to put those puts on there, but guys, come on, man. if you really want good trades, you need to pay attention to the professional traders. Okay, I'm out there on these platforms. I'm pushing out the good stuff. All right, you got some other ones that are pushing out the good stuff. You know, when you got people that are business people and they may not have a lot of time to dedicate to the stock market because they're so, you know, popular and they got that rush of fame, you need to pay attention to the little men that still are doing the work out there. All right, that's all I'm going to say on that one. Puts were not the way to go on Snap for sure. SoFi. And you guys know I like SoFi, man. I like me some SoFi. I think SoFi is going to be a great company, and also I like their CEO guy. So SoFi, this is buy zone for me, man. Down here at SoFi, this is buy zone. $10 to $12 is buy zone for SoFi. I don't know about calls yet. I don't think puts would be very smart because I think it doesn't have much downward pressure to make money off of puts. You could make a little bit of change doing some day trading, but definitely I like SoFi long. This would be where I'd accumulate shares, or I'd go long 3 months, 6 months out on some particular contracts. You know, $12 calls would not be a bad idea because this thing pops up very sharply. You know, the Super Bowl's at the SoFi Stadium. You know, we got some great things happening here in the future that's going to probably push some revenue for these guys. So pay attention to that. AMD, oh man, AMD. All right, we got about 2 more minutes, man, before we need to get ready for the market bell opening. So AMD, so we saw it pop a little bit and then we cooled down a little bit, okay? Get used to that, okay? Get used to the popping and cooling, okay? People are going to pop up, they're going to take their money, and then it's going to cool off. We need to pay attention. AMD moving long, they're kind of the rock star right now underneath Nvidia, okay? Nvidia's number 1, AMD's number 2, and then ON is number 3, and it's a sleeper that people aren't really paying attention to, but they need to. But definitely AMD around this area, especially if it pulls down a little bit more, this is buy zone, okay? But ON, I wanted to show you. ON is another one, okay, and it's cheaper than AMD, it's cheaper than Nvidia, and it definitely has a little bit better chart, doesn't have as much price action volatility as the other ones. But man, this one is just in the game, just like AMD, man, and they are rocking it, okay? Pay attention to ON. Yeah, I got my own Discord, traderswarroom.com, man, and when I push out this video, you can see all the links and stuff. It gets pushed on YouTube, and I'll push it out to the chat group. All right, guys. Hey, check it out. No more tickers. We got like 1 minute. We can do a couple more tickers if you got them. Push them. If not, we'll go back here and to answer your question, Matt. I got you squared away right here. So just hold on for 1 second. Dude, what's going on? Hello. There we go. All right. Hi guys. I don't know what's going on with my mouse. It's jacking up. But okay. You were asking about it, so I'm going to give it to you. There's the Traders War Room right there in Discord. Yeah, in the YouTube video, there's the link to the Discord is going to be right there, okay? Note for next week. Okay. One more chart, guys. One more chart for Nokia. Because I love me some Nokia, man. Nokia is a beast. I promise you, Nokia is a sleeper. You got to pay attention to Nokia. All right, Nokia got a little bit of downward pressure, of course, on earnings. You know, they were, you know, if they had a stellar earnings, it would have popped and everything like that. But Nokia, we got our call for next week going into the $6. I think we're going to be just fine, all right? And I think everything's going to be okay on Nokia. Listen, I told you my story about Nokia. I'm going to tell you real quick, okay? I went to T-Mobile to upgrade to 13 Pro, okay? They tried to give me a free smartphone that Nokia had going, okay? Nokia has all these patents for 6G, 7G, and Internet of Things, okay? People don't know this about Nokia, man. If you're as old as I am, you remember the old Nokia phone used to be the standard, okay? If you had a cell phone back in the 90s, it was the Nokia. They've been sitting on the sidelines, just chilling, hanging out. Nokia is going to come back swinging, and especially with these other technology companies, they're too big for their britches. Nokia is ready to come in and take up some of that slack. Okay, so pay attention to Nokia. I got big feelings for these guys moving in the future. All right, guys. Hey, check it out. That's it. Appreciate you guys doing this. I'll push this out onto the YouTube channel and push it out so you guys can check out the charts later on today. Traders War Room. We look at the stock market like the war zone. Stocks and sectors are our battles. We do it together as a team. Love you guys. Check out the Discord. Check out the website. I'm out of here.